Welcome to Revolutionary Talk, brought to you by The Well. Be sure to click the link in the description to check out all the resources we have there. We are on to episode 3 in the Workplace Wellness series. We're talking about stress management.
How do you guys manage your stress? Do you do it? Let me ask you first. Do you manage your stress well?
Depends on the day.
That's not a good answer.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I would say the same thing, but being more mindful about it.
Exactly. Create that awareness. So what do you do different on the good days as opposed to the bad days?
You know, I think sometimes I just get going on so many things. I'm not very mindful of what I've completed. So the days that I'm like recording, like things that are getting done, help me feel more productive. But days that I'm just flying through and skip that, I'll look back and be like, oh, did I do enough this week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I probably did, but I don't know. I did 1,000 things and I have no proof of it.
Yeah. But you are a projector too, though. So I actually worked on this for stress management. I went down a rabbit hole the other day, and it was slowing down. As crazy as that sounds, as much stuff as I have to do, the slower I go, the less stressful I am, and I still get the same amount of stuff done at the end of the day.
Do you?
Yeah. But it's like, because when you're working faster, your cortisol, your stress levels are literally shot up, and you're creating a better environment to make mistakes. But when you're going slow, you're still going to get the same amount of work done.
Wow, that's good to know. I like that.
And
Makes sense.
Yeah. It was weird though, because I'm like, slow down to get more done, but it worked.
Well, when your mind, and I'm speaking on my own experience, it's like when your mind is going everywhere else, it's hard to pull down and ground your thoughts.
Yeah.
And
Why are you thinking of that?
well, the comparison, what?
Oh, go on. I thought you were going to get stuck.
Something that like was an epiphany to me the other day was thinking about thoughts as if they were coming in and then going, like you're driving in a car and you're just watching the trees or the clouds going by and just observing it rather than going through the whole experience of that thought.
Yeah.
So recognizing the thoughts and then putting a name on that pattern, like it's hard to pull something out together right now, but
Yeah.
I see what you mean. What about this? This might be something to like validate what I was saying. Like, so if you're going to run a mile, what's more stressful, walking or running a mile?
Running.
Yeah. So why not enjoy it and walk? You're still going to run. You're still going to get a mile in, right? But that increased amount of stress?
It takes longer walking.
It does take longer, but it's less stressful.
Yeah.
yeah, they're both beneficial too.
Yeah, exactly. You're still getting that mile in.
True that. Other times too, I know this is for me. I don't know if either of you relate. If I jump around on projects too much, that is stressful. But if I stick to, one project, go through it, complete it, move on to the next one, complete it.
Yeah. There's something with that too with the brain. It's like the not completing the task, your brain is like cueing it. And it's almost like you have 7 tasks uncompleted. Even though they're all 99% done, your brain's still like, you haven't completed these yet.
That's my life.
And then I struggle with that too, because I'll get stuck and then I'll like jump to a new project, get stuck, jump to another. And then I'm like, okay, we're almost done with all of these, but we're done with nothing. So what can we do to finish one? And sometimes even just finishing it is the hardest part.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. And it's like, sometimes you get stuck and think, oh, maybe it will be better is for me to go to another project that I haven't worked on yet, and I can start flying through that since, I might just be stuck here and I'll come back to it later. But it's like, that's always like the wrong move. I feel like just finish the one.
Yeah, just finish it.
Finish it.
Have that discipline.
Yeah.
Whew, yeah, no, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to add on to that right now.
I play around with that all the time. The other thing that I'll do for like decreasing stress is when I feel myself get stressed, take time out. Like literally just like we talked about in a previous episode, like going for a 5-minute walk.
Yes. Like
meditating. There's so many modalities, even just turning on the TV, grabbing something to eat real quick, just taking a break, allowing my body to reset and then jump back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these subjects we'll talk about in this series, I feel like do, interact with each other a lot. I actually did some today. I went and just laid flat on my back for 10 minutes, and that was actually awesome. I'm gonna try to do it more often.
Yeah. Nice little grounding exercise,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Did you have any music on?
No,
was
dead
it just
silent.
quiet? That's
I'm
awesome.
so glad you mentioned this. I've actually found that with stress management lately. We watched that show on the sound one on Gaia.
Yes, Sound of Creation.
Yeah, but essentially what I got from that was 432 hertz is the frequency of the earth. And correct me on any of this if I'm wrong. But so when you're in the flow, if you're going too fast, like, oh, we got to get this stuff done, you're probably ahead of that speed in hertz. And then if you're too grounded and you're not getting anything done, you're going too low on the hertz. And it's like every time I feel myself get stressed lately, even when I'm editing videos, I'll put that on softly in the background because my brain's still picking it up and the frequency is still absorbing in my body, but I'm still able to work on the video and listen to the sound and whatnot as that's like playing in.
Yeah.
And it's extremely helpful. And it's because plants, everything goes to this frequency. And expand on this as much as you can because it's just like, as soon as you're and the more empathic and more you absorb, the more you're in these sounds, the more you become that environment.
Yeah. I could spend all day talking about this stuff because it's been energy, frequency, and vibration has been such an interest of mine for a few years. And speaking about the topic in front of hundreds of people too, like, it is such a cool topic to dive in and learn about. And with sound, and then we also have essential oils as two different tools, two different modalities that integrate vibration into wellness, like mind blown.
Yeah. And then we're not to get too spiritual, but we are energetic bodies that carry vibrations. And when we're out of alignment or out of sync with that vibration, oils and sound can bring you back really quickly, which is the same thing like meditation and these other modalities do.
It's amazing. So it's neat to see, like you said, the Sound of Creation was a newer series. It's amazing what they get into. But then just having that confirmation that, okay, we're looking into it as more of a scientific perspective and bringing that knowledge and the technology that we have to actually measure it. How does that impact the body? How does that impact the mind? And such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a data guy, so that's cool when you can actually measure those things like that. It's insane, but backs up things that are being preached and all that. So that helps, prove the case.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So lots of good ideas for stress management. There's plenty more in the series for workplace wellness. Next week, we're talking about keeping motivation. So that can be a tough one at times. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for that.